Welcome back to World Insane Wrestling, the ultimate destination for all things MMA. Today we're diving into the latest news from the UFC world, and it's doozy. The landscape of the lightweight division has been shaken up, and we have got the inside scoop on what's happening. The news broke recently that Islam Makhachev, the reigning lightweight champion, has vacated his title. But what led to his decision, and what does it mean for the future of the lightweight division? We'll be exploring all of this and more in today's video. From Islam's plan to challenge Jack Della Maddalena for the welterweight title to Ilia Topuria's main event debut against Charles Oliveira at UFC 317, we have got it all covered. Whether you are a die-hard MMA fan or just turning in, this video is going to be packed with analysis, news, and expert opinion. So sit back, relax, and get ready to dive into the world of MMA. We'll be breaking down all the latest news, rumors, and updates from the UFC world. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis and coverage of the MMA world. With this said, let's get started. Islam Makhachev's decision to vacate the lightweight title has sent shockwave through the MMA community. So what's behind this move? Let's take a closer look. Islam Makhachev, the reigning lightweight champion, has officially vacated his title. This move comes as a surprise to many in the MMA community, but it's clear that Makhachev has bigger plans in mind. Makhachev's decision to vacate the title is likely due to his desire to challenge Jack Della Maddalena for the welterweight title. This would be a monumental fight, pitting two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world against each other. But what does this mean for the lightweight division? With Makhachev's departure, a new champion will be crowned, and it looks like Ilia Topuria, the former featherweight champion, will be one of the top contenders for the title. Now that Islam Makhachev has vacated the lightweight title, what's next for the Russian superstar? It's clear that he's got his sights set on the welterweight division and a potential fight against Jack Della Maddalena. This would be a dream matchup for many fans, pitting two of the best fighters in the world against each other. Makhachev's wrestling background and submission skills would undoubtedly pose a threat to Della Maddalena's striking-based game. But can Makhachev make the move to welterweight and dominate against a larger opponent, or will Della Maddalena's speed and agility prove too much for the Russian? We'll have to wait and see how this potential fight plays out. Ilia Topuria, the former featherweight champion, is set to main event UFC 317 against Charles Oliveira for the vacant lightweight title. This is a huge opportunity for Topuria, who has been looking to make a statement in the lightweight division. Topuria's wrestling background and knockout power make him a formidable opponent, but Oliveira's submission skills and experience will make this a tough test. The event is scheduled to take place on June 28 at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, and it's shaping up to be one of the biggest fights of the year. Will Topuria be able to overcome Oliveira and become the new lightweight champion, or will Oliveira's experience and skill prove too much for the young Georgian? Ilia Topuria faces a tough challenge in Charles Oliveira, a veteran fighter with a wealth of experience. Oliveira's submission skills are among the best in the division, and he's shown he can finish fights with devastating submission. However, Topuria's wrestling background and knockout power make him a formidable opponent. If Topuria can keep the fight standing and utilize his powerful striking, he might be able to outland Oliveira. The key for Topuria will be to control the pace of the fight and avoid getting caught in any submission holds. Oliveira's ability to finish fights with submissions in one of his greatest strengths, and Topuria will need to be careful to avoid getting caught. What do you think? Can Topuria overcome Oliveira and become the new lightweight champion? Islam Makhachev's potential move to welterweight to face Jack Della Maddalena has got fans buzzing. This would be a massive fight, pitting two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world against each other. Makhachev's wrestling background and submission skills would undoubtedly pose a threat to Della Maddalena's striking-based game. However, Della Maddalena's speed and agility might prove too much for Makhachev. The key for Makhachev would be to control the pace of the fight and use his wrestling to take Della Maddalena down. But Della Maddalena's footwork and striking ability make him a formidable opponent. If Makhachev can successfully make the move to welterweight and dominate Della Maddalena, he would cement his status as one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time. But can he do it? And that's a wrap. We have covered all the latest news and development in the UFC world, from Islam Makhachev vacating the lightweight title to Ilia Topuria's main event debut against Charles Oliveira at UFC 317. It's going to be an exciting summer in the UFC, with some massive fights on the horizon. Will Ilia Topuria be able to overcome Charles Oliveira and become the new lightweight champion? Can Islam Makhachev make the move to welterweight and dominate Jack Della Maddalena? We'll have to wait and see how these fights play out. But one thing is for sure, the UFC is always full of surprises. Thanks for turning into World Insane Wrestling, and we'll catch you in the next video. Subscribe us.